Okay, so here we are, about ready to go flying in this bad boy with my father-in-law, Dwight skis. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna take it. We're probably gonna go to California, Washington, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so Dwight's about ready to show me how I get on the plane. So
Well, no, we're going to pre-flight the plane.
we're gonna pre-flight the
We
plane.
want to make sure all parts stay on it and that everything has been serviced and it's safe to fly. So that's what we're going
That
to
sounds good.
We're going to start here and walk around the airplane. We're going to look at the flap connection here, make sure the nut in here is not loose and that pin, cotter pin is in there. And we're going to look in there and see that we can see the end of a pin. Look in
Looks
here,
legit.
make sure we can see the ends of the pins here locked in where they should be.
Uh-huh.
And look at here and see that the pin goes all the way. And we're going to
Looks
look
good,
at here on the
looks good.
aileron.
Okay,
And
aileron.
Look for the pin there and the bolt, and it looks like it's hooked up. Pin's locked in, and the pin is sticking out over here.
Yeah,
There's the wingtip,
there's a pin right there.
and wingtip, make sure it hasn't been crunched or anything, and take a quick look under the wing and make sure there's no groundhogs in there.
Looks good, looks good. Now we're gonna go do the other side, make sure everything's legit over there.
And we're going to look at the tail, make sure the pin's sticking out through there, and look at the connections here, make sure the cotter key is in there and the nuts there, and that this is connected,
Yeah, that looks good. That
safety wired,
looks
and
good.
there's a pin in down here,
Okay.
and make sure this end of the pin is safety wired so it won't slide out. Same right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the little stub rider, the same thing there.
Looks good.
On this side here, we're going to check the cabling, the nuts tight, and the cotter key is, or the cotter pin's in the bottom there, and pin safety wire here goes all the way up through the end.
So just a quick question,
Comes out.
Dwight.
Yeah,
We don't want any of this stuff to fall off of here.
it'd be bad.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wanted to double
Yeah,
check
yeah.
that.
And then look under here. Probably should clean the belly one of these days. I had an oil leak that was leaking, and I've taken care of most of it. Same stuff on this side. The nuts tight. The cotter pin's in there. I can see the end of the pin sticking out.
Yep.
Pins are locked in here.
Mm-hmm.
Pin over here on the aileron is locked in.
Aileron. Yep.
And then this is the nuts tight, and the cotter key is in there.
Okay.
And I can see the,
I'm gonna check this guy right here.
okay,
Looks good.
see that there?
Yeah.
And it's sticking out like it should.
Mm-hmm.
And the end of this link hasn't been crunched.
Looks good.
And then we want to look at our pitot system right here.
We're gonna look at the pitot.
This tells us how fast we're going.
Uh-huh.
We want to make sure that there's no bugs living in there, because when we start rotating, we want to know how fast we're going.
Yeah.
Tires not flat sitting on the ground.
Now is that zip tie? Is that factory?
No,
Okay.
but it is ultra mega super deluxe.
Okay.
It's a Dwight Hoover thing. A lot of the things on this airplane are my thoughts.
So that means it's legit.
Legit. And the tires, I've already checked them with a pressure gauge.
Okay.
I checked them before Travis got here.
So we're good.
And then I look down here and I see my oil or my fuel. This is very important. This right here. Have you ever noticed how on your lawnmower that sometimes if you get the cap switched between the gas can and the lawnmower,
It won't go on?
It won't run very long.
Huh.
That's because you plugged up the vent. So this same thing in an airplane. You want to make sure this vent tube is unobstructed, that there's no bugs living in there. This guy here is not flat. And then I'm going to check the pins underneath here for the cowl to make sure they're in and that they're where they should be. And I'm going to check this pin right here. It's where it should be. And these screws right here are all in and tight. This one here is not tight.
Ooh.
But there's a reason for it. We're gonna refuel, and when I do that, I just check the oil. That's what happens. And we got there. Okay, and then you want to look in here, grab the oil filter, make sure it's tight, and
Okay.
the oil fill, make sure that's tight.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
and check the prop, make sure it doesn't have any big gouges in it.
Looks good.
And then look in here, make sure that nothing was left in there, no rags or anything like
Or a
that.
bird or something.
Or birds or whatever.
Yeah, it could be something in there.
And this is the carburetor intake. Look in there. Make sure that these zip ties are on there, because these pins will work their way out.
And those are factory.
Oh, that's yes, Dwight M. Hoover factory. Yeah. And same down here for these two pins.
Okay.
And the nose wheel has a cotter pin in it here, so that screw can't come out. And the gear on the other side had the same thing. Same thing here. Got the cotter pin sticking out of there. And you always look under the airplane when you can for something that you wouldn't see if you didn't look.
Yeah.
And then I already sumped the fuel. What you do there, you turn the fuel on, you stick this on the bottom, you get some fuel in here, and you look at it, make sure there's no water or debris floating around in it. I've already
Now,
done
are you
that.
also looking for metal shavings?
Any ugly stuff in there?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep. Because you want the gas to be able to flow freely.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? I already checked the oil level before Travis got here.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have oil in the airplane. They function better that way. And then I don't like to leave things to chance.
I don't like to leave things to chance either. I don't want to die.
Yeah. So now we want to go over my checklist, make sure I hit everything I was supposed to hit. And my checklist is still in the hangar, so I've got to go get it.
So Dwight's going to go get his checklist, and we're going to make sure that we've gone everything on our pre-flight checklist, because we don't want this thing falling apart. I don't want this thing falling apart because I got kids and stuff. And yeah, so we're going to take it. We're going to fly. He's going to show me how to get in there because he doesn't want me bending his wings because he thinks I'm too heavy. But we're going to fly in there. Oh yeah, so check out this little cockpit right here. This little cockpit. Little tiny. Now that thing is super small. It looks like it'd be perfect for one person, but we're squeezing two in there because it's a two-seater. So anyway, Dwightski just got his checklist, so we're gonna see if he's done everything on his checklist. And if we find one discrepancy, then we're gonna have to do it all over again.
Abort. All right. So we'll do it pre-flight. Oil level and filler cap, we did that. Tires,
Check,
brakes,
check.
hinges, we just did all that. Pitot
Yeah.
tube, made sure that they were clear.
Mm-hmm.
And fuel level, we'll check that when we get in.
I remember we did the pedo.
Yep, and we're gonna fuel when we leave here.
Okay.
Okay, so, all right, so let's make our first attempt at getting in. All right, so airplanes are fragile.
Uh-huh.
And so this is the only place we want to step, not out here, only on these. See how flexible that is?
Yeah.
This is built up. It's got 2 layers and another rib in the middle, so we want to make sure we only step there. And getting in the airplane, we step like this, pull up like this, stand right here. Only right here.
Hold on. Let me get this on video so I have it
Yeah.
documented.
And notice where my rear end is sitting. I'm sitting on this.
Okay.
Sit like this, and you'll do the same thing getting in on the other side there. And we'll wrestle with the headset when we get in. I usually don't have to do that because it's usually just me. So then you get down like this and put your elbow on this thing and just lower yourself down inside here, like this.
Okay, but I feel like I'm not gonna have that spot for my elbow because I'm over on the
Use
other
your
side.
left elbow.
Okay.
Okay, throw that in the back.
I mean the right side.
Okay.
Actually,
And we
I
got to
don't know
keep
where
our
I'm sitting.
seatbelts.
Okay, so this is me and Dwight skis in the airplane. We're getting ready to go. Get some fuel, and we're gonna get out of here.
Like this.
Okay. Now we're closing our little deal.
You might want to put these on because of the noise.
Okay. All right. Anyway, after we refuel, we'll catch back up.
So we're shutting her down. So we're in about 7 gallons. Okay. So now we're gonna fuel it up.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out because it's kind of pain
Okay.
getting in and out.
All right. Well, oh, also, one big thing is the canopy. If it's windy, you want to make sure that you have total control of that canopy because getting this thing blown shut is not good. If this thing would be the worst thing on the airplane to break that I can think of. This canopy. This was so difficult.
Is that because you can't fly without it?
Yes. Yes. Okay, let's fuel her up. Just also, if that canopy blows down, stick your hand up.
Okay.
Yeah, don't let it blow down. It shouldn't today. Today there's not much wind.
Okay.
But I usually close it when I fuel. But it
Okay.
should be fine now. The wind's blowing right into it. It should be fine. These are the
So-
strange things you have to think about in an airplane.
So Dwight left me in charge of something, so I'm supposed to guard this little guy here and make sure it doesn't break while he refuels. So
I'm grounding the airplane,
Dwightski's gonna go ahead and ground the airplane.
and then I'm gonna open the fuel door so I don't have to do it once I got the fuel hose in my hand. And I developed a little bit of a drill. I open this door here, pop this fuel thing up a little bit, just makes it a little quicker. There we go.
And by the way, guys, this little cover right here that I'm supposed to guard, I helped make that. I helped put it on. I helped actually make most of this plane. So did a lot of work on it, and this is actually going to be my first time flying in it. So hopefully I want to fly in it again. Hopefully he doesn't get too crazy up there. And it is a really small plane, and this is my first time being in a really small plane. I think we plan on going up to like 3,500 feet, something like that. So I don't know. We'll probably. Okay, so we just finished refueling, and we're about ready to take off. Dwight's just putting the covers on the gas tank, handing me the special tool that goes in the pocket. He's doing a real nice job cleaning up his stuff. What are you doing now, Dwight? There you
Put
go.
the ground strap away.
So I think that the fuel tank on this little plane is only like 15 gallons. But how many gallons is this fuel tank?
13 and a half. Actually 14, but I count 13 and a half.
And how many miles to the gallon does it get?
Probably about 25, 30,
Okay.
depending. It's not quite as simple as a car.
What do you mean 20?
Depends on what RPM you're running at, your airspeed, and all kinds of things like that. Okay, here we go. So
Here we go.
let's get you in your seatbelt first.
Okay.
This probably won't. This event probably will not be. Let's get these over your shoulder, right?
Okay.
Correctly.
Oh, I can't get it. Okay.
Okay. So here. This goes through the bottom of both of those.
Yeah, I know.
So this one here goes like this. We got in reverse. This one
You
here.
got it all twisted.
Yeah. This one goes over here. That one goes on the other shoulder.
Okay.
And then this one. No, they were right.
Okay.
They were right. So that goes like that.
I'm
And that
starting to
goes
feel
like that.
real confident about this.
Now take this
Uh-huh.
and poke it through the bottoms.
Poke it through the bottom.
Okay. Grab this right there. Get it straightened out. Make sure it's not kinked or nothing. Okay, you're in.
Okay.
Okay, now it's my turn.
We're good. I'm all buckled in.
Yeah, so
Looks safe. Safety first. Safety is no joke.
safety is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to turn the radios on first and get your radio. Put these on.
Okay.
And we're going to plug you into the co-pilots.
Okay.
Let's see, that's those. There's this. Okay, gotta get you to hold those.
Okay.
And let me do one more walk around the airplane.
I was gonna go do another walk around, make sure everything's legit on this thing. Because really, the aluminum on it is about as thick as a pop can. So essentially, we're flying in a big pop can.
It's a big beer can, okay?
Beer can, pop can. So I just got done putting my little headset on.